What's going on, y'all? Billboard Awards 2014. It was whack. And I say whack because it was boring. The crowd gave no energy. It was too many country artists, rock artists, some pop artists that was getting their nominations displayed on national TV, while the R&B artists, the urban artists, the hip hop artists, whatever, they did not. You had to go online to see who won in those categories. And I just don't understand it. And I was like, it felt like the Grammys, when they did put the R&B and all them on the second stage and not on the main stage or whatever. And I just felt some type of way. And then when they did have like a hip hop artist come out and give a performance, it was a white hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? And then they also performed with somebody that was pop. Same thing with 2 Chainz and Jason Derulo. I don't consider him R&B like that. I consider him pop. And then they had John Legend come out, but John Legend, he was R&B. He gave you R&B soul or whatever. He did do a good performance, but it was just a little bit too slow for me. And it kind of brought it down, and it just made me want to go curl up under my blanket, put my thumb in my mouth, and go to sleep. It really did. That's how it made me feel. But he will give you vocals and everything. If that's what you're looking for, he will give you that. And I know he was there because he got the number one right now. And, congratulations to him. The show opened up with Pitbull and Jennifer Lopez, two people that Jen Look, Pitbull started singing on this song. It's a new song that they was doing for the World Cup, 2014 World Cup in Brazil. And the crowd just was not into it. They were not impressed by anything. I'm like, damn, are y'all asleep or are y'all still hung over? Did some of y'all just wake up? What the hell is going on? They were giving nothing. And, Pitbull, he just gives you so commercialized rapping and everything. He used to be Mr. 305 from the hood, Cubano, that little Chico from the hood or whatever. He is no longer a pit boy. That nigga is a Pomeranian, okay? Because all of this commercial, a pampered Pomeranian. He gives you the same shit. It always sounds the same. And I don't get it. It's so commercialized now. But I mean, hey, if that's what's, you about the money or whatever, and that's what's getting you the money right now, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So hey, that's your formula. Go ahead and do it. I didn't see Lloyd's performance because let me tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna get to the MJ thing, but right off of the MJ thing, after that shit went off, I was like, the Illuminati is playing games. The devil is busy. And somebody really wasn't here for that on my end because as soon as MJ got through performing, my DirecTV box said, "Oh, bitch, it's overheated and we finna shut the fuck off." And that bitch went off and I said, "Hold up." Hold up. So I didn't see Laura's performance, but I heard she did tennis court. Whatever. Lord is just weird, but I like her as a singer, but she's just weird. That outfit that she had on, it would have been cute and okay had she not had them feathers on her arms or whatever the fuck it was. She just dressed so old. Like everything she put on at these award shows that I've seen, it just make her look older than 16, 17 years, 17 or whatever she is. And I don't know. And was it me or did that bitch disappear off the stage when she first got her first award? She walked and ducked down and we was like, where'd she go? It was like, poof, bamboos. We don't know. Where the fuck Laura go? She just left. But congratulations to her. Justin Timberlake won 2 awards that was broadcast. Okay. And, he wasn't there to accept it, but he was at his show and he accepted it via satellite. A few people performed. Miley Cyrus performed some Beatles song. Girl, who cares? Who cares? Via satellite. I wasn't here for it. I wasn't here for what they had on or anything. Katy Perry performed via satellite and everything. Some happy birthday song or whatever, bitch. I don't. It was very much giving me. Her wardrobe was giving me NSYNC doing Dirty Pop at the VMAs when the real Michael Jackson showed up. Okay, remember when they had the comic book strips? It like the comic strips and all that stuff. That's what her outfit was giving me. Go look that shit up on YouTube if you're too young to understand or know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I wasn't here for it. It was just like, girl, go somewhere. I wanted them to cut the live stream. Cut that stream and go back to the audience or whatever. Nobody was really giving us anything. Ludacris, he was an okay host, but no. People were stumbling over the words in the teleprompter. I'm like, did y'all practice? Are y'all nerves there? I don't know what was going on. First, you had Ludacris stumbling. Then you had Kendall Jenner stumbling. No, she stumbled and flubbed big time, introducing some little band up there. She looked cute. She looked cute, but she just couldn't read worth a damn that night. You know, she played into that stereotype that models should just be looked at and not heard. Because, girl, you flubbed a big time. And at least you laughed it off. So I give you props for that. Ricky Martin flubbed it, trying to introduce Jennifer Lopez at the end. I was like, child, did anybody practice? Was y'all there for rehearsal? Okay, because I know y'all rehearsed. But other than that, what other performances stood out? Really, really stood out. That it was a whole bunch. Like I said, it was a whole bunch of country and rock and all that stuff. One Republic performed. This Dragon Band performed. Some other shit performed. I was just like, who the fuck are these people? This country rap duo, whatever. They got a song with Nelly. I said, they sound like they were white hood country rappers or some shit. I don't know. It just was weird or whatever. It was good seeing Shania Twain, though. I wish she would have performed something. I go up for Shania Twain and some Faith Hill. Okay, y'all just don't know. You know, those my two country artists that's country artists, girl. Okay. Maybe because they had some a little pop feel to it, but either way, they had some good music. Go look them up if you don't even know who I'm talking about. But Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke performed a new song. This was the first time the world ever heard it. This was the first time anybody in that auditorium, that stadium, or where the fuck they were, ever heard of it. And I'm sorry, I was reading something. And it was just like, he just was bothering me every time he got up there and he opened up his mouth and he was like, come on, help me out. Or whatever he was saying, something like sing along or whatever, help me out. And I'm like, how the fuck can they help you out if they don't know the words themselves? It's a new goddamn song. Robin, stop fucking playing. And it was just, it reeked of fucking desperation. And it was called Get Her Back or something like that. Now, on any other occasion, it probably would have been a good song. But it just was so desperate, a desperate attempt to, you know, try to right his wrongs of what he did in his relationship. That's what the guilty do. Obviously, what he is showing us that he the one that fucked that shit up. All these little desperations and desperate attempts and pathetic attempts that he's doing to put his relationship is almost exploitive, if you ask me, of his relationship. We don't, why we need to know all about this, okay? You know, keep that between y'all. And it just was not needed. That was one of the performances of the night. One of the main performances of the night that was not needed. They could have kept that. The crowd was just like, what the fuck? We all sitting here like, what the hell is this? Jason Derulo, he performed. He better thank, I just think that he was up there because, I mean, he probably do got a hit. I don't listen to him. The song that he was singing, the first one I never heard. The second one I just recently heard, like recently this week. Last week actually, because today is Sunday, which means it's the beginning of the whole new week. But last week, I just really heard that shit. And I was like, okay. You know, and he gets up there and he's trying to dance and show that he can really dance and all this stuff, doing all these stunts. And I'm like, you better be glad Chris Brown is in jail. That's the only way I see it. I was like, I just don't. If Chris, I don't know. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Other people probably don't and may disagree, but I just felt like, hey, if Chris Brown would have been out of jail and he probably would have had something on the airwaves, he would have been up there. And I don't even know if Jason Derulo probably would have performed. I'm just saying. And it was almost as if he was trying to show, yeah, I can do what he can do and what all these other artists. I can dance, I can tick, I can do this, I can do stunts and all this shit. And it was just awkward that your girlfriend introduced you and you singing songs about looking at asses. Like both songs about asses. And I was just like, okay, whatever. But he was doing so many stunts in his performance, and it did not flow. It was not cohesive. Like, it didn't go smoothly from one stunt to another. It was like, let me do a stunt, let me stop, let me walk, let me set up for the other stunt, let me do that. And especially that last stunt, that big one when he was climbing up them dudes. And I'm like, baby, don't fall. Okay, we don't need that. Do not fall. But he sat up there as 2 Chainz came out in his little Thriller jacket. And I was like, what the fuck are you sitting there for? What was the point of this? What was the point? Well, I was just confused by a whole bunch of stuff. But, I mean, whatever. It was a little lame for me, but the songs that he was singing was lame too. I was just like, really? Y'all go up for this? I couldn't stand Jason Derulo when he first came out, especially. Because on every damn song, Jason Derulo, Derulo. I was like, we know what your name is. Every song, he had to say Jason Derulo. It just irked me. And, he just tried too hard. That's what it felt like to me. Who else performed? John Legend performed. He gave a nice performance, of course, but it was just a little slow for me. It kind of brought the atmosphere a little bit down. It was already down up in there, and it brought it down a little bit more, in my opinion, because the bitch made me feel like I needed to get underneath my blanket, put my thumb in my mouth, hold my teddy bear, and just go to sleep in a fetal position. Okay, because he was singing me to sleep. Now that could be I don't know. I don't know. It was a good performance, but it was just kind of slow for me and slow for the night. And I know he just got his little #1 hit, so it is what it is. But he was singing his ass off. He did give a good performance, if you understand what I'm saying. Shout out to Kelly Rowland and her boobs that was on display, bitch. I was here for it. Not so much for the hair, but you look good, and congratulations to you on your wedding. It kind of got overshadowed by all the other shit that was going on with your other people. But, the one that shall not be named because they weren't there. Let me just, fuck that. Beyonce, you had no reason not to be there, in my opinion. Your ass putting on Instagram, y'all flipping out on trampolines and shit down in New Orleans, bitch. You could have caught a red eye up to Las Vegas or whatever. You got your own private plane or whatever. Y'all could have flew out to Vegas, did a little performance, or just presented or made fun of the little elevator gate or whatever. I don't know. You could have did something, bitch. You could have fucking showed the fuck up and you did not. I'm a little disappointed, okay? But I see what y'all did. With the elevator gate, y'all dropped that damn trailer earlier this morning to get people talking about that. So we can't talk about that elevator gate so we can forget that shit. Bitch, strategy. I see it. And it kind of worked a little bit. Because I don't give a fuck about that elevator gate. Because that trailer, that's what I'm pissed off about. That trailer was fucking everything to me, okay? It gave me the life that this fucking award show did not give me, alright? It was everything and then some. It was everything to the point that we wanted a goddamn movie. We were sitting there looking at that shit like, oh shit. Oh shit, they finna come out with something straight to DVD. This is like State Property 2014. Yes, on a run tour. And then at the end it said, coming never. And I said, use a goddamn lie. Y'all had fucking A-list actors and Jake Gyllenhaal, Sean Penn, fucking John Cheadle, Blake Lively, Emmy Rossum, bitch, Rashida and Kadia Jones. Come on now. Y'all had all these, and Huck from fucking Scandal, that crazy motherfucker. Explosive, fucking money in pools, guns, cars flipping over, helicopters and shit. The shit looked so fucking real. You getting chased by fucking cops. Beyonce stripping in the room. Cops and robbers, bitch. I was very much here for that. Girl, you look real good. I just wanted to see it just for that, okay? But let me just tell you something. Use a goddamn lie. You put too much money in there just for a promo for this. This how we doing it now? Quit fucking up the game. Y'all know some of these artists can't afford to do all this shit just to promote a goddamn tour. And I bet you this the only thing that they gonna put out to promote this tour. I mean, it's the Carters. They ain't really got to do shit to promote. But look how Beyonce dropped that album and still so. Come on now, stop playing. Y'all on some bullshit for that. But y'all better straight to DVD that shit. State Property 2014. That's what it was giving me. I'm just saying. But anyway, moving on from that shit. That's how boring it was. I got distracted. What the fuck was I talking about? Anyway, I don't care about anything else. Y'all tell me what y'all best performance was other night to you. How did y'all feel about the performance? And what I'm about to talk about, and I'm in this video talking about the Michael Jackson thing. Now, I knew a hologram was coming because that's what people were saying. I would have rather preferred somebody like Circus Soleil or somebody get up there and do some shit and turn the motherfucker out. Even though, I don't know. Even though I knew it was coming and I kind of mentally prepared myself to be freaked out, but bitch, I was freaked out a little bit. It was creepy. It was creepy as fuck. First you had, you know, you had the dancers come. And they were in their military guards or whatever with the MJ on their chest. Didn't seem like a circus atmosphere or a theater. Because then the curtains open up. And then there's Michael literally sitting in his throne with his leg over one of the arms of the chairs like, bitch, what? And he's singing and bobbing and doing that Michael thing that he always do when he be feeling that music. His head be going like that and shit. But it wasn't Michael of 2000 and something. It was a Michael hologram of 1992, 93, 94, the dangerous era, you know? And I was a little bit confused by that. I was so confused by that. And then when you look at the face, it didn't look like Michael. It kind of looked like a white person. I mean, a white man or some other white man. I'm just saying, that's what it looked like. I'm just saying, it just didn't really, from afar, it could have passed at him, but when you looked up at it closely and the mouth really wasn't moving to the music right, it just looked so weird. Especially, bitch, when he stood up and he was trying to do the moves, you know, Michael's signature walking shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I should have been prepared, but I wasn't. You know, I seen this coming, but it just kind of blew me. I didn't know he was going to do a whole dance number to his song, Slave to the Rhythm. Y'all know he just had an album come out like a week ago or so. And bitch, I mean, when I said a full out dance number, but here's the thing. You can tell it was CGI, because at first, when I first seen it, I thought it was somebody that's sitting up in that chair impersonating. And I had to look close, and I was like, oh shit, when he got up, it's this kind of glow that it gives off to show that it's actually a projection or whatever, however they do it. So that's how I knew it was a hologram or whatever. But that bitch was moving, and it had little ticks in it. You know, like it didn't go smooth on some stuff. And you could tell that really made it show that it was a hologram. It had ticks where it shouldn't have been ticks at. And I could see the little glitches a little bit. And when he tried to do that moonwalk, and he did that moonwalk with ticks in it, and he was trying to do it like they did a little bit too fast, and it was just, the crowd was kind of freaked out, or they wasn't impressed, or they just didn't know what the fuck to do. Some of them was just sitting there like, what the fuck? And I was just like, I just really wasn't here for it. I don't know. It just made me feel some type of way. It made me feel like the Illuminati was real. It made me feel like, I don't know, I should go read a Bible or something. I don't know. Because then right after that shit went off, my TV, my direct cable box, it overheated and went off. It shut off for a minute. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, some evil is afoot. I don't know. It just felt like I was in an episode of American Horror Story. You know, they always resurrecting people and then killing them and resurrecting them again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But hey, it just felt weird and a little bit too much. And it didn't flow so much for me. And this is just my opinion, because I put it on Facebook and some people liked it. But if Michael was here and if he was watching it, I don't think he would have liked it, because he's such a fucking perfectionist. You know, I don't know. It just... And his family was out there, I think. Because I think I seen Jackie Jackson on the red carpet or whatever on some picture. But I don't know. It just felt strange. Especially, did y'all see the part when that dancer chick was laid out on the floor and she put her leg out and it kind of wrapped around? She wrapped it around and it like hit the hologram or whatever. And it was almost as if she was actually hitting a real leg, because that's how it stopped. And I don't know if it was supposed to do that, but it was almost as if that was a real person on stage and he felt that bitch hit him in the leg, and he seen her on the floor because he went around her like he knew she was right there. And I was like, wait a minute, did he just overstep this bitch so she wouldn't trip? This is a hologram. He worrying about tripping. Bitch, I was just like, what the hell? What the hell? But I don't know. It was just weird. It was weird to me. It was okay. I will say it was the best surprise of the night. But it wasn't all that, but it was okay. I mean, we could have did without it, but you know, it was okay. Don't do it again. Please let these people stay dead. I swear to God, if I see a Whitney Houston hologram, I'm done. I am completely done. Bitch, do y'all understand? Look. I had hopes. If Chris Brown was not in jail, that motherfucker would have been on stage with this hologram, dancing, crying, and all that stuff. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Bitch, whatever. Y'all know how he is, because he already think he might. Everybody think they might when they can do that shit. But that was the Billboard Awards. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. Who was your favorite performance? Who was your least favorite? What was the best for you? How did you feel about the Michael Jackson hologram? Do you feel that we need these holograms? Should they keep? Cause should dead people just stay dead, or do we need things? Y'all discuss this shit. Let's get a discussion going, and I will see y'all later.